Colorado. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on last year's national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Judicials offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low-line drive and not his best work. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the net.
There he goes!
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. The screen, he can go! And he'll take it in and house it! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The big fullback's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here on 3rd down. On the option. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this. Turning it on! Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff from the gun. Thrust that arm out. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sticks it in his belly. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's York. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Sends it back in motion. He's in open space downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Judicials just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fullback's got it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Fox.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
the defense, got him at the 27.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in, it's York. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Brings up second down.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Judicials decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. From the gun, the running back has it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
There's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's fired. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Neal. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Hard-hitting tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Under fire. Easy completion on the shuffle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Judicials will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Give to the big fullback. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Motion from the back. The option look. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. On the option. He'll do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's first. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. He He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Another first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down.
Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's got it on the move. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
And the Judicials will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Snags a quick pass on the left. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long.
Third down.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And some room to work. Open space in the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He breaks a tackle, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The judicials line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Buffaloes line it up with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he tacks on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's low. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Got the first down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 31. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. The give to the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now on third down after that run. Goes to the option.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Give to the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Curse. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Matthews. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking for space. It's O'Neal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gets it out fast. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Colorado! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse.
The give to the big fullback.
Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to get the corner. Got room to work. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Give to the back. brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. On the run, it's May. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
2nd down coming up.
The inside handoff. stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the ground with the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll power it inside with the fullback. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Another first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were...
He lofts one down the sideline. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Pass interference. Defense.
and the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.